Good evening, fastball fans, and welcome back for last call at Circle Tap here tonight, the 2019 ISC World Tournament here at the Circle Tap Bar and Grill in Denmark, Wisconsin. It's the nightcap. This evening's game features the visiting Hill United Chiefs taking on the Kitchener-Hallman Cubs in the final winners bracket game of the evening here on the ISC Network. I'm Blair Setford with Scott Perry this evening. And Scott, for the Hill United Chiefs, the key to the game?
I would say for the Hill United Chiefs, you're looking at them trying to score early, break the Humomata mystique, and staying very strong up the middle defensively. The Cubs have some pretty strong players that can hit up the middle. They want to try and take that away from them.
And for the Kitchener-Hallman Cubs coming in on a roll here, a bit of the Cinderella squad.
Yeah, they want to try to capitalize on the opportunities as they come available to them against Hill, and definitely they need to stay strong defensively, error-free ball the whole way.
Brad Ezekiel, as he does, leads things off for the Hill United Chiefs. Nico Carrillo, Nick Shales, Bruno Matroni, Jason Hill, Steve Mullally, Mark Johnson, Shane Boland, James Todd Hunter, and yes, it is Adam Falkert pitching tonight. We'll discuss for the Cubs defensively. Quentin Bruce, Blake Underwood, Alan Pecker out in right. Around the horn on the infield, it's Dan Mitchell, Rowan Lamb, Mitch Stack, Francisco Lombardo, and Huemo Mata, perhaps the hottest pitcher in the world right now, pitching to Juan Zera. 2 balls, 1 strike to Brad Ezekiel, and he fouls this one straight back to the screen. This Hill United team, Scott, they look really, really good, but there's a couple of question marks still. Right now, one of them, the biggest one, is the health of the right arm of Adam Falkert.
Yeah, I think we'll be really watching him closely to see if he's struggling at all or if he's got that same control that he is well known for.
Ezekiel reaches out and pokes this one down the left field line, but that is going to go foul down the left side.
Adam, during warm-up, he was seeming to throw well, seemed to have that movement, didn't seem to be struggling at all.
No, he seemed nice and loose,
yep.
And we talked with a couple of the couple members of the coaching staff this morning, and they said Adam says he's going to be good to go. Nobody's in a position to argue with Adam on that one. Bradley Ezekiel, line shot caught by Rowan Lamb out there at shortstop, as sure-handed as anybody in the game at short.
And there you go, strong defensively, error-free ball. That's what they need to do the whole game.
That'll bring up right fielder Nico Carrillo. A couple years ago, Nico, the MVP here in the ISC World Tournament. A couple people thought that maybe Caleb Kishig might have been the MVP that year. Certainly had a fantastic year. You guys coming in 4th that year, making it to Championship Saturday with the Toronto Batmen.
Yeah, that year in Grand Rapids, we kind of got short-staffed in the pitching ranks. Ramon Jones went down with a knee injury early on, and we just kept giving the ball to Caleb, and he just went out there inning after inning after inning. Did a great job for us into Saturday morning.
Called a strike. These two, Carrillo and Mata, have been teammates most of the summer with the Argentine national team, WBSC gold medal winners over in Prague in the Czech Republic, and then down to Lima, Peru for the Pan Am Games, the daily double. Ground ball out to second base, Mitch Stack, and he will flip to first. Mitch Stack out of Petty Harbor, Newfoundland and Labrador. I have visited his home down there. It is a lovely little town right on the water, and the Stacks were gracious enough to host the Toronto Gators back in 2016. Nick Shales steps up to the plate, and if Mata can get through this first inning unscathed, you think that helps to set the tone for him?
Yeah, definitely. I don't think Umel's a guy that ever seems to get rattled very easily. He seems very calm, controlled all the time out there. And hey, he's had a great summer. He's played in some big games this year, so I don't think that anything in this game is going to unsettle him.
Shales, hard swing right back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike on the 3-batter for Hill United. The order changed up a little bit. They dropped Bruno Matroni into the cleanup spot. When Steve Mullally came back this year, they had a decision to make, and he's ended up in the 6th spot. Big cut there, coming up empty. And talking to Larry Lynch the other night, seemed to think that was the best thing for Steve Mullally, going down in the 6th spot. It's an RBI spot and an opportunity for him to drive in runs, but a little less pressure than the cleanup spot.
Yeah, when you got guys that are hitting ahead of him that good number of them are going to be on base throughout the game.
Lifted straight up on the infield. Stacks calling for it, ranging over to his left. He'll make the catch. 3 up, 3 down. Huemo Mata does the job here in the top of the 1st. Cubs coming to the plate.
Across North America, Skelton Truck Lines provides you with reliable, safe, and high-quality service at a fair price. Skelton Truck Lines equipment is satellite tracked and delivers small parcel, less than truckload, and expedited shipments throughout Canada and the U.S. With over 50 years of experience and more than 50 trucks serving 4 divisions, Skelton Truck Lines is a thriving Ontario business and a proud fastball sponsor. Visit us online at skeltontruck.com. Thanks to Mike Skelton for supporting the broadcast program. Whatever your...
Back here at John Miller Field at Circle Tap Bar and Grill, just outside of Denmark, Wisconsin. It's the site of the 2019 ISC World Tournament. It's been a fantastic week so far. Scott Perry, my broadcast partner tonight. Blair Setford with you on the ISC Network. If you're just getting in with us, Hill United 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 1st inning. There you see the Hallman Cubs batting order. Blake Underwood, Alan Pecker, Quentin Bruce, Huemo Mata, Juan Zera, Rowan Lamb, Dan Mitchell, Francisco Lombardo, Mitchell Stack. Ryan French listed as the pitcher, but the Cubs have dropped down to 9, and Huemo Mata is towing the rubber for the Cubs tonight. For Hill United defensively, say it with me here. Mark Johnson, Bradley Ezekiel, Nico Carrillo. You all know this. Shane Boland, Nick Shales, James Todd-Hunter, Steve Mullally at first base. And yes, it is Adam Folkert pitching to Bruno Matroni. You see the blue armband on the right arm of Adam Folkert covering the elbow coming out of the sleeve. We'll get a shot of it for you very shortly. And that is protecting that right arm that was struck last night by the line drive, a rocket off the bat of Derek Mason, striking Adam just below the elbow. It was more to the outside of the arm as opposed to the inside. He's got a contusion. That's why the compression wrap on the arm tonight to keep the swelling down. But he said he was going to be good to go. And how do you say no to the world's best pitcher?
You pretty much don't.
Pretty much don't. I think you're right. But it looked like bottom of the 1st, and you see from that pitch right there, it's got the Adam Folkert zip.
Yeah, and the ball's moving. I was watching a couple of rise balls. They were, typical Adam Folkert rise balls. Moving strong, moving hard.
Blake Underwood at the plate for the Cubs. Gary Johnson. Out at first is Alan Blanchard, and Paul Verhey is our third base umpire here this evening. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Blake Underwood from the Grey Bruce County area, up near Owen Sound, I believe he's from.
I believe so.
Good ball player. He's gotten a look in the Team Canada 40-man roster. And this one foul back and out of play.
What I expect to see out of these first three batters in the Cubs lineup is guys that are just, trying to get on base, frankly, any way they can, and then let, Umomata, Juan Cruzara just come up there and put the ball into play and score them.
Yeah, you want to have guys on base with Umomata coming up. Swing over the top of that Adam Falkert drop ball, though. Blake Underwood down on strikes to open up the bottom of the first here. Alan Pecker will step in, and Alan, just a tremendous summer with Team Argentina. This guy's got speed to burn. There's 3 or 4 guys here in this tournament I'd love to see in a foot race. He's one Davis with the Fargo Kegel Black Knights team.
One that we played today for the AWP Lumberjacks, the number 2 batter. Trying to think of his last name without butchering it. Migliuti?
Oh, Miniguti.
Miniguti.
Matthias Miniguti. Yeah, another Argentine player.
Incredibly quick, very much.
And this one right back up the middle by Alan Pecker. And he will be a threat to steal. Bruno Matroni will know him better than anyone. Bruno, of course, the captain of Team Argentina. So Quentin Bruce, the youngster from the Owen Sound area. We've been talking a lot here this week, Scott, about the plethora of U23 players who are making an impact with their ISC teams. Quentin Bruce, one of them, batting in the 3 spot. And there are a lot of guys like Denny Benson on your squad who have come right here from Saskatoon, from the Canadian Junior Men's Championship, and are right in the middle of their ISC lineups. Swing and a miss there by Quentin Bruce.
And I'll add another one to that, Derek Hyde, our catcher.
We talked about that. Yeah, we've talked about that in the broadcast where we've had the Batman on, how he is doing a great job of it.
Has not missed a step at all.
Here right now, chasing after those 2 drop balls on the outside corner. And you don't see too many young players either. Up and in, waste pitch from Adam Falkert. Can't get Quentin Bruce chasing there. Huemomato up. And Nick Shales can't hold on to it as he and Alan Pecker had a bit of a coming together there at the bag.
Going back to what I was saying earlier, for Hill United, one of the keys is the strong up the middle game. That's exactly why there. Now you got Alan Pecker who starts off with a hit up the middle, steals a base. He's going to challenge these guys up the middle.
Well, I think gone are the days where it's not that you don't have respect for the arm of Bruno Matroni. Of course you have Huemomato with the runner out in scoring position at second base. Swing and a miss late on that Adam Falkert offering.
I think for the Cubs, I said about capitalizing on their opportunities, but I think they've also got to create their opportunities from time to time in a game like this.
Well, and that's why you steal bases. That's why you try to create some havoc out there. And swing and a miss again by Mata. He's been late on both of those offerings right now from Falkert. I'm not sure if it's not quite what Huemomato is looking for.
Adam certainly is not laboring.
Time at the plate. Well, I'll tell you this, in several years of watching Adam Falkert pitch, whenever a significant challenge has been put in front of him, he has overcome it. You think back to 2017 and losing the title the previous year and coming back as strong as he did that year, and essentially so a wild pitch and move Pecker up to third. And as short as the fence is here, if he gets a favorable ricochet, he'll be able to score if something similar happens again. Swing and a miss. Not going to happen this time. Adam Falkert, Alan Pecker. We're scoreless through one complete.
And Chips is not only a great place to get some of the best seafood in Canada, but is also one of the best fastball sponsors in the game. Voted Nova Scotia's best fish and chips by Eastlink TV, Murphy's is a family institution since 1996 and a proud fastball sponsor of many Canadian and ISC championship teams. Open 7 days a week. Come join us for our famous English-style fish and chips or any of our daily specials. Murphy's is located at 88 Esplanade in Truro, Nova Scotia. We thank Dave T. Anderson and Murphy's Fish and Chips for their commitment to fastball and the broadcast program. Murphy's Fish and Chips.
Some people don't.
Yeah, having a couple guys on our team.
So Huemo Mata just arriving on the scene to take his warm-up pitches here for the top of the second inning. He will face the 4-5-6 batters for the Hill United Chiefs, Bruno Matroni, Jason Hill, and Steve Mullally. Not a bad 4-5-6 for your lineup. Upstairs.
Bruno kind of looked like he didn't agree with that call.
The first out of the inning. Third baseman all night. He turns on it with the best of the game.
Control on all his pitches, and he's got 4 or 5 pitches. He can just throw with great control.
Took a little something off that. Hill was out in front of it, fouls it back. Yeah, I think we've been waiting on this from Huemo Mata. He was dominant, he and Ramon Godoy, at the 2014 U19 Junior Men's up in Whitehorse. And, he's been in the men's game now for 5 years. And this really was an explosion by Huemo Mata this year, this emergence. Big cut comes up empty. Down goes Jason Hill on strikes, and that will bring up Steve Mullally. Wearing John Hill's number 16. Somehow there's an absent number 33 in the pinstripe version of the Hill United uniforms. Or does he have it on tonight? He does have 33 back on. They've got him as 16 on the lineup card. So, missing jersey last night, suddenly appears tonight. Don't know if there's a team fine involved in that, but
I would say there's probably a good chance there's some kind of team fine.
There were a couple of others, too, who were also missing them, so he wasn't alone in that particular absence. Comes up empty. Steve Mullally, of course, had a bit of a difficult at-bat in his second at-bat last night, but then the third one, first pitch swinging and up almost level with the lights as it left the